Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer please advise the House of the importance of a strong budget to support our transitioning economy? How important is sound economic management and fiscal discipline to promoting jobs and growth in our new economy? Thank you.
The Treasurer has the call. The Treasurer resume his seat for a second. The Manager of Opposition Business.
Speaker, the Prime Minister has just made clear we shouldn't be asking questions about the budget today. Does that only apply to members on this side of the House?
The Manager of Opposition Business resume his seat. I'm not here to answer questions. The Treasurer has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank you for the call, and I thank the member for Petrie for his question and his keen interest in jobs and growth, Mr Speaker, because the budget I'll bring down tonight, Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Turnbull government, it won't be a typical budget, Mr Speaker. This is not a typical time. This is a time when the government needs a strong economic plan for Australia's future, Mr Speaker. This will be a plan which will stick to our plan for jobs and growth by backing in, Mr Speaker, Australians who are out there making this transition in our economy work every single day. It's a budget that will fix specific problems in our tax system, Mr Speaker, to sustainably meet our commitments for future generations. It's a budget, Mr Speaker, that will ensure the government lives within its means. Australians and Australian businesses, Australian households are living within their means, Mr Speaker, and they know that the government must live within its means. And that's what the budget I'll bring down tomorrow night, Mr Speaker, will do. And because when you do that, you're in a position to bring the budget back to balance, Mr Speaker, and address the long-term issues of debt, Mr Speaker. And, Mr Speaker, this budget will contain affordable commitments with real money. Affordable commitments, Mr Speaker, with real money that's actually there, Mr Speaker. Not the sort of commitments we saw from those opposite. Spending money in mining taxes that never came, Mr Speaker. Spending money that was never there. And letting down Australian families, letting down people who are relying on those commitments because those opposite made commitments with money that wasn't there, Mr Speaker. And that is the problem of the economic management approach of those that we see opposite. On this side, Mr Speaker, what we will do on this side is live with our means and have affordable commitments. We will have affordable commitments like the $2.9 billion, Mr Speaker, that we have announced and committed to for our hospitals, and the $1.2 billion that we announced yesterday, Mr Speaker, for education. This is real money that's focused on getting real results, that's focused on getting outcomes, Mr Speaker. And that is what a budget needs to do. It needs to make commitments when the money is actually there and you can actually afford and deliver on those commitments, Mr Speaker. So in this budget, innovation and science will continue to prosper under this government. Defence plan for local high-tech manufacturing and technology. Export trade deals to generate new business opportunities. Incentive for small businesses, Mr Speaker, to go out there and to work hard as they always do, and they are the hope of the side, Mr Speaker. A sustainable budget crackdown on tax avoidance and ensuring that the funding commitments, Mr Speaker, that we make can be paid for. They'll be paid for by saving, Mr Speaker, not by tax increases like we've seen from those opposite who want to put a $100 billion tax burden in addition on the Australian economy. That's not a plan for jobs and growth. What I'll deliver is a plan for jobs and growth.